speak to the Secretary General of KOTU, Francis Atwoli, who's been sitting nicely, patiently. Actually, hasn't been in this show for nearly 2 years, I think.
No, 7 months.
Oh. Okay. Are you going to make some predictions?
I was here in April last.
Did you make Did you make the Trump prediction? Well, you said Trump won in 2020.
Yeah.
That's what you had said.
I had said like that.
Did you think he was going to win this time?
I told you that if it was not rigged out 2020, he would have won elections.
Correct.
But you know what happened in Atlanta, Georgia?
Yeah.
Yeah, and even BBC serialized what happened in Atlanta, Georgia, when they were stuffing votes boxes, ballot boxes and so on.
Ni kama Kenya?
I know, sio kama Kenya. World over, people have interests.
Okay, speaking of interests, how do you impeach a deputy president in about less than 2 years into your administration? Who does that?
I think it is because of discipline.
What do you mean, discipline?
Yeah, it is discipline. Because let me tell you, maybe under new constitution, nobody had faced such disciplinary measures. But I can tell you, you don't underrate William Samoei Ruto. He's such a rude politician. If you stand on his way, he will show you that he has support. Unlike other people, and he doesn't fear. Because if it were other politicians or past politicians, would have been afraid of the backlash, what will have to happen after the impeachment. Yeah.
But to impeach him,
yeah.
I mean, I thought they were friends. I thought they got along, or they just had political interests.
There is nothing like that in politics. Yeah.
There's no
politics is about interests. If we take care of our interests together, we contribute to it together, then you are safe and I'm safe.
So what did Ricky G do wrong?
I think he dug his own grave. Because talking of Mount Kenya all the time and creating more enemies as a deputy president, it was not a good way. And he hardly went to other places also, trying to bring Kenyans together, trying to show that he's a national leader. He was always talking about protecting the interests of Mulima.
Yeah.
How can you do like that? And he thought that maybe with Mulima and people from Mulima behind him, nobody can touch him. He misjudged a lot of things, he miscalculated a lot of things, and he played what we call political miscalculation of his own moves.
Is he finished?
I think so, because now with the impeachment and the way he will be out of politics, it is not easy to come back. Because even those people right now who are telling him, well, you come and join us, they have their own interest. They might just use him for the purposes of getting maybe meager or any support from central Kenya, but eventually he will still be dumped away.
Mulima is very restless right now. Extremely restless.
Yeah, but because of him, you know, let me tell you, Jeff, the Mulima politically, socially, and economically is very important to Kenyans. But you, as a leader, you don't put Mulima in a jeopardized position like what Rigathi has done. They are in business. They are friends all over. The Mulima people are everywhere in Kenya. And they need somebody who is a unifying factor, somebody who can bring them together, somebody who can bring them together with other communities of the Republic of Kenya. But if you use a language of isolation such as Rick G, then you are putting your people in jeopardy. Saying, oh, now we will. Recently I heard him and I said, why does he really have advisors? You know, there is no weak government. I've told you on this bench, Jeff, time and again, that there is no weak government. There isn't in the world. But for you to avoid and protect your people, you must have a talent, political talent of moving your people into the right direction. Because in this bunch of people, in this group of people, we have business community people, we have professionals, we have people who are in the government, we have people who are aspiring to be in government, we have people who have already done interview, we have people from Mulima in high positions. How do you protect them when you are causing a collision, a big collision with other members of other communities? Other communities will come together, and that is what used to happen during Moi's time.
Yeah.
When did Mulima do it? You want to tell me Rigathi will have people more than Matiba? more than Rubia. People I saw by myself, if you can remember, when Matiba came to this country.
Yes.
And then formed his father Silly. You could think Moi will go the other day, but people came together and said, what is these people from Mulima saying? They want to show us that they have numbers. Let's come together now.
You think he got too arrogant?
Very much arrogant. And he thought maybe if anything happened, Mulima would be behind him. Mulima, who was behind him when he was being impeached? No end demonstration, no anything.
Yeah.
Because people don't want to lose their daily bread, daily business, daily fortunes, because they are fighting to an individual who has gone astray. Yeah? That is the truth of the matter.
But you know, they always said that Kindiki was the first choice in the first place.
Absolutely
Kindiki
correct.
was the first choice.
Yeah.
And then this man, you know, he
You know, he's a Kifua man. Yeah, that's why I can sum up him as a Kifua man. Because if he had advisors, he wouldn't have gone that far. Yeah, and he would have also read about the past vice presidents we have had in this Republic of Kenya, even before the promulgation of this new constitution. Yeah. If you are a vice president, behave as a vice president.
like Moi.
Yeah.
Be quiet.
Yeah. And also plan quietly, and he will be there. But if you play politics of confrontation, you know, when I dismissed Gachagua, it's when he had a press conference in Mombasa attacking the director of NSIS. Yes. I said, this man is not a thinker. You don't do that. Those are trained people. Those have their own departments. Those sometimes you can know where they are. They are even in your house. That's their training.
Yes.
Yeah. And you go up there and let me tell you, this boy called Nurdin Haji. He's the well-placed, well-educated. He had his professional education in Australia. And he's very much fast, he's quiet, you can't know what he's thinking about. And then you say his work is to do business in the government. You think President William Ruto did not have advisors to pick him? That position is very sensitive. Before you pick somebody, you have got to be advised by the state. Yeah. And other people even outside the state. And Kenya is faced with the hostile, sometimes neighbors. And you don't go out as a person who sits on the Security Council or Security Government National Security Committee, and you come out instead of discussing such things inside the boardroom. So I said this man has already failed. I dismissed him from that day.
Mshenzi.
Sana.
Huh?
Sana. Yeah. And I don't think whether he will raise his head up. He can do all what he can. He can join Kalonzo Musyoka 1,000 times. But it will not be easy for him. It will be an uphill task for other people. So I'm telling Kenyans on a national television that please, if there is somebody, let him move closer to that brother of ours, yes, former vice deputy president, yes, and advise him to go slow, redress where he went wrong, yeah, think properly, have advisors, have a roadmap that is very calculative, yes, move quietly. And if it were me, I would have thanked the president for having given me those 2 years, supported me for those 2 years to be his deputy.
SG, I want to talk more about that. And also, is there an opposition in Kenya? Does it exist? Is there anything like an opposition? I want you to tell me that after the break. And also, moving forward, man, the mountain, yeah, Imelipuka. And then now the president is moving towards the lake. You saw the event.
When you are in that position, let me tell you, brother Jeff, yeah, anybody, you can attract masses from anywhere, so long as you say we are working with so and so. Finished.
Kusha.
Finished.
Huh?
Finished. That is the truth of the matter.
Yes.
Yeah. Now the president can attract support from any corner of the Republic of Kenya. Yeah. Go to Northeastern. Northeastern is quiet.
Very quiet.
Western is quiet.
Quiet.
Yeah. Nyanza now is quiet. Yeah. Go, and then the Rift Valley, of course.
Yes.
Go to Coast is now quiet.
Ah, yeah. And Baba, by the way, Baba. Atapata ile kazi?
Tapata.
Goja. Secretary General Kotu Francis Atwoli is in the house. You know he doesn't hold anything back. He calls it like he sees it.